It's a special moment on my channel. We're gonna play this game called $15 with the Locos Plus League Edition. For this game, I found a very, very special guest. It's the second time he's on my show. He's the former head coach of the Dreamers, current general manager and head coach of the Vancouver Bandits. Kyle Julius, everyone!
Hey, what's up?
And I also have my, how should I call you? Because in Chinese, it's 帅帅连线. If I translate it to English, it's gonna be what? The handsome combo. So my partner that's been doing a lot of shows with me, Plus League Operations Supervisor, Kwang.
What's up, Doctor? What's up, Coach? It's good to be back.
Good to meet you, Quan. Happy to work with you tonight. This will be fun.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, before we start the game, I just want to give a quick shout out to Ball for Life for creating this perfect game for us. He put in a lot of hard work to this. Coach, You're the special guest here.
Okay.
So we're going to let you go first, and then Kwang second, and then I'll take the last spot. And as always, this game's going to be a snake draft. And Coach, before we start the game, do you want to just let everyone know like how you've been doing and what's been going on with your life?
No, for sure. I've been, we finished our season a couple months ago. As I think everybody knows, the CEBL season in Canada is a summertime season, and we finished it. We were in the semifinals, and I've spent the last couple months now working for the Bandits, and I've been out in the community in Vancouver, working real hard, spending time with my family. My kids are loving school here in Vancouver. My son Marcus is playing basketball on a team. I'm helping coaches the 12-year-old team, which has been a fun experience. Actually, we just had practice tonight. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I've been watching a lot of P-League games, you know, as a fan, and really enjoying that. And I think love seeing my Dreamers in first place. That warms my heart. I feel really good about that. So yeah, just been enjoying life.
Before we start the game, Coach, I just want to let you know Jeremy Lin is at $10.
Yeah.
So for anyone who drafts him, you're going to run the risk of running out of money.
Well, I just want to say, I think you could still make a great team with Jeremy Lin at $10 because I think he's that good. I don't know if I have enough guts to do it here, but I definitely think it makes sense.
I'm just going to give you a quick warning though. If you run out of $1 and $2 players to draft, should you take Jeremy, then you're left with only 4 players. All right, Coach. So first overall pick, who are you going to go with here?
All right, my first overall pick, I'm going to spend a little bit of money because I am a GM here in Vancouver, and I've had 4 straight years of working within a hard salary cap. I'm going to pick Randy. Randy because I love him. And I think there's value there with Randy because he can play multiple positions and he shoots the heck out of the basketball. So I think you get a lot of value with Randy. I'm going to pick Randy at $5. He's my first overall pick.
Yeah, he's having a great comeback season. So
exactly.
He's doing really well right now. Yeah. All right, Kwang, your turn. Second overall pick. Are you going to draft Jeremy Lin?
No, and I was eyeing Randall Walco as well, but now he's off the board. In terms of position, I think there's a scarcity in the front court, especially bigs. So my pick is probably going to be a little surprising, but I'm taking Jack from the Braves. Yeah, for one, he's only $3. He was first team all PLG last year, first team all defense. He won the most improved player, can shoot, can play off the pick and roll. So he's my surprise pick at number 2.
Great pick.
With all that introduction, I thought you were going to go with Q here, but then you went with Jack, which was a big surprise to me.
It's budget control for me.
I can't believe you guys. It's the 3rd overall pick, and Jeremy Lin is still on the board.
Yeah, he's expensive. You gotta manage your cap space.
I gotta go with my man, Jeremy. I'm a big spender, so $10. Here I come.
All right, man.
All right, now with Jeremy as my 3rd overall pick, I don't think I need to give you guys any reason as to why I'm going with him, right?
No, well, Michael Jordan went 3rd as well, so.
Hey, there you go, Kwang. Then for my 4th overall pick, I gotta be stingy here, right? So I'm gonna go with the best 3D player at $1, which is James, his teammate from New Taipei Kings. All right, just a little intro about him as to why I'm picking him. In terms of his defense, he's often matched up with imports on the defensive end. So that speaks for his defensive ability, first of all. On top of that, he improved on his jump shots significantly this year, shooting 46% from the three-point line and 70% in his two-point attempts. So at $1, I'm going with James.
Yeah, James is a great pick.
He's shooting 46% from three this year, while not off a lot of volume.
But still, he can stretch it forward a little bit. Well, I'm taking Joseph Lin, Jeremy's little brother. For obvious reasons, he was also first team All-PLG last year. I think $4 is a great price for him. You could argue he could be at $5. Can run the pick and roll with Jack, can shoot, can finish. I got Joe at my own second pick.
All right. I like it, man.
Good pick.
We're going to have some good battles. I'm looking forward to finishing these teams and seeing who's going to win. With my second pick, and we are talking the 6th overall pick, I'm going to stay true to my scheme. I'm going to stay true to my system. I'm going to go back to my first year in P League where I shot the three, like we shot it like crazy, more than anyone. And I'm going to build that type of team. I'm going to spend a little bit of money here on my second pick, and I'm going to go with Justin from the Pilots. One of the best shooters, if not the best local shooter, one of them. And I'm spending some money. I'm eating up some cap space, but I am going to have two lights out, nasty shooters on the perimeter who can both generate offense and both get out on the break. So yeah, Justin is my second pick, 6th overall.
So what do you like about Justin besides his scoring ability, Coach?
Well, you know, I think he's aggressive, and there's not a lot of players like him in the P League that can truly sprint to spots and really knock down threes like he can. I think he puts a lot of stress on the defense. I know for a fact that when we were scouting against them, you know, he was always a huge component. And I think if you can have two really good shooters on the wings, you know, your offense automatically opens up. If you have Randy and him at 2-3, or even Randy at the 4, no, I can run a lot of stuff and be very dynamic. And I think if you actually look at him this year, he's got a good mix to his game. He can get to the rim. He's using his shot as a weapon. And I like the way he's just constantly attacking. Now it's my 7th. So I'm going to try and save some money. I need a guard now. I need an affordable player that can produce. I'm going to go with Jerry. I'm a huge fan of Jerry. I think he's a physical guard. I think he is way better than he's showing this year. I think with the right system and the right situation and some good shooters around him, I think he's an outstanding young Taiwanese guard who I think is going to have a good long career. Yeah, so Jerry will be my 3rd pick.
Yeah, if you were to coach Jerry, please work on his future with him. He needs some help there.
I'm a shot doctor. I help everybody shot. I'd love to help him and work with him.
All right, Kwon, who are you going with your 8th overall pick?
All right, my 8th overall pick is going to be an under-the-radar pick as well. It's going to be Lin Ziwei from the Steelers. For one, I think I need some more size on the front court. Two bigs that can shoot. I think I can't go wrong with that. And my second reason, it's kind of a dick move, but I think it's the only big GM or Roger can afford after taking Jeremy Lin. So
I had him on my show because I thought he was a nice dude. But now he's pulling the dick move on me. You stole Jerry from me, and now this guy is stealing my interior defender here. So, oh man, you guys left me with no other option here. So I gotta go with Evan. All right, he's a little bit shorter as far as an interior defender, but I'm gonna have to play him at 5 because I have no other option here. So.
He's versatile, though. He has some ability. He's athletic.
Yeah, I'm struggling here because now I'm left with $3 between two players. I think just to make sure I have 5 players, I gotta go with Chen Yao here. If I don't pick him, I know one of you is gonna steal him from me.
For $1, that's a solid pickup. He's a good player. I've personally seen him have some great nights in the P League. I think he's a lot like Jerry. They just need to be in the right situation, and they need a coach to give them some confidence.
Yeah, and plus he can play both the 1 and the 2, right?
I agree.
So he has some versatility there. Yeah. Now, back to you, Kwon.
All right, my next pick is going to be my big spender. I'm going to take Beast. Depending on who my 5th guy is, he could be my guard or my forward spot. It really depends on how coach picks next, but I don't think he needs more introduction.
But he's also like 50 years old though, right?
Hey, still dominating in the playoffs.
Okay, so I've got some work to do here. I've spent $10 so far on Randy, Justin, and Jerry. I've paid a premium for shooting and versatility, but I definitely need some size. Now, the nice thing about Randy is you can play Randy at the 4. I played Randy at the 4 in season 1 in the P League, and we had a lot of success. So that's a good thing, but I definitely need some size. I've got 2 players left, and I've got $5 to spend.
No players left in the $1 spot.
No players left for $1. The $2 are all smaller guards. You guys have stolen the bigs for sure. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the Dreamer love here flowing. I'm going to go with my man Kenny Chen for $3. And I know Kenny can play the 4. I know he's a dog. I know he's a beast. I know he's not shooting the ball well, but this is me coaching Kenny. So I know with a couple of weeks of me, his shot will improve quick. So on my 4th pick, I'm going to go with Kenny Chen.
So who are you going with for the final spot on your roster then? You only got $2 left. I've been counting, coach.
I need a versatile player. I've got $2 left. Yeah, I go Jay Chen. I keep the Dreamer love flowing, man. So now I move Randy to the 4, Kenny to the 5. Right? Kenny can play the 5 if we're going against all locals. Now I've got Jay Chen and Justin on the wings and Jerry at the 1. Man, I'm scoring 110 points a game with these guys. No doubt about it. We got speed, we got shooting, we got versatility. We lose a little bit of size, but I like playing small. I'm known for playing small. So I think not too much size, but we got toughness and some shooting. So I can work with that. There's my team for $15. Dreamer love all the way, man.
With Kenny at the 5, I feel much better with Evan at the 5 for me now.
You got to ask Evan, though, if he'd want to battle against Kenny for 48 minutes. I don't know.
We'll ask him that off camera.
Yeah.
All right. Kwang, who are you going with?
Yeah, I only got $2 left to spend. I'm running a little thin on perimeter shooting or perimeter defense. I think Zhiwei pick kind of messed me over a little bit. But I'm taking TJ. I need a scoring option that doesn't need the ball, given that I already have Joe and Beast that's going to need a lot of handling. TJ's been playing well this year under Coach Rogers' system. Only a second-year player, but, you know, he's got solid shooting. So I'm taking TJ.
So now it's on me, and I got $2 to spend. You guys know I'm from Taoyuan, right? So I'm definitely going with the 2 Taoyuan players here. And I'm leaning towards Ma Yao here because he's having a great year, and I can always use more shooters on my team. I think he can play both the 3 and the 4. So that gives me some versatility here. I'm going with Ma Yao here with my last pick.
I like it. I like it.
Good pick.
You did a good job, man, mixing that in with Jeremy. That's a good squad.
Yeah, my only goal after picking Jeremy is making sure that I got 5 players on my roster.
Hey, man, with Jeremy, you might be okay with 4.
I don't want to risk it, all right? I'm a conservative guy here. So in conclusion, was there any player that you wish you had taken but you couldn't?
The player I wanted to take most was Kyle Lee from the Kings. You know, he's one of the rare guards that can play both ends of the floor, and he's been shooting the lights out for the past 2 years. But at $4, I just couldn't afford him. He
was always a huge part of our scouting reports. We always had to expend a ton of energy to guard him. For me, I would have loved to have had, you know, Oscar or Achi. I would have loved to have had one of the 2 for sure. I think Oscar's versatility on both sides of the ball, Achi's ability to create and get the spots, but on that $5 line, I went with some size.
You're so good at answering questions, coach. Because if you didn't mention Luka there, I was going to definitely
That's my guy. I think everybody knows Achi's my guy. I love him. And you know what? Watching Achi play well, it's like, I don't want to say he's like a son, but he is like a son to me. He was, because I had him when he was a rookie, man. I had him when he was so afraid to shoot. And watching Achi play well is one of the best feelings I've had as a coach, because I know how hard we worked with him. And yeah, man, I love him and definitely proud of him.
So for me, the player I wish I had is probably Winston from the Fubon Braves. I just love his IQ on the court. And his body, his height probably doesn't stand out, and he's not really all that physical. But just watching him, you know, growing up, that's a player that I definitely wish I had.
Winston, that guy has a knack for hitting big shots, man. Being in the right place at the right time
clutch.
And he is so clutch. Trust me.
And he can move without the ball. So
he's a smart player.
That's not an ability that everyone has in P League. So I love Winston, but just unfortunately, when I picked Jeremy, you know, $3 was out of my category. So that's it, guys. If we get 100,000 views within a week and 3,000 thumbs ups, we can do the imports
that'd be
for
awesome.
$15.
Sure. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So
awesome.
you guys know what to do. All right. So keep up the views and keep up the thumbs up. And then we'll see you guys next time. And thank you so much, Coach, for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this with us.
My pleasure, guys.